So then, welcome back to the account for another video, and tonight it is the 2024 Premier League of Darts playoffs, finals night, whatever you want to call it, and it is the semi-finals and the final of the 2024 Premier League of Darts, kicking off in the O2 London from about 7 PM probably. I'm going to go through both semi-finals, predict the winners, predict who I think is going to get to the final, and then predict the final for the 2024 Premier League of Darts. Of course, extended format, best of 19 in the semi-finals, best of 21 in the final to crown the Premier League of Darts champion. Let's get into it. So the first semi-final then is Luke the Nuke taking on Michael Smith. Now, I think this one is going to be a really cagey affair. Michael Smith obviously got into the playoffs on the last day of the Premier League, beating Nathan Aspinall, where Luke Littler guaranteed his progression long time ago in the Premier League standings league phase. And I think this one is going to be a tight one. I'm going to go with 10-7 to Luke Littler. I think Luke the Nuke wins this one by 10 legs to 7 to book his place in the final. And the second semi-final is Luke Humphries against Michael Van Gerwen. Now, Luke Humphries stormed the start of the Premier League with Michael Van Gerwen. Luke Littler obviously grew into it. Michael Van Gerwen was absolutely electrical in the first 5-6 weeks of the league phase. And I do think that Michael Van Gerwen, the 7-time world champion, beats Luke Humphries. I think he's got that pedigree, he's got that sort of history in the Premier League, and he's been so good when he gets to the playoffs. I'm going to go with 10 legs to 8 in favour of Michael Van Gerwen. So I've got Luke Littler 10, Michael Smith 7, Luke Humphries 8, Michael Van Gerwen 10. And that leaves us to the final, Luke Littler against Michael Van Gerwen, best of 21, first to 11 legs to be crowned champion of the Premier League. Now, look, a lot of people would just go Luke Littler because the kid is in absolute heroic form at the moment. You know, he's one of the best players in the world, if not the best player in the world, against Michael Van Gerwen, who, you know, obviously is a 7-time world champion of the Premier, 7-time champion of the Premier League, 3-time world champion. You know, on his day, he is electrical. I think it would be a cracking final. However, I am going to go with Michael Van Gerwen. I think he beats Luke Littler in the final. Maybe pressure gets to Luke, but I think the telling factor will be Michael Van Gerwen has been here. He's been here and done this before, and that's why I think Van Gerwen will win the Premier League by 11 legs to... I'm going to go 11-10. I'm going to go last leg decider, 11-10. Michael Van Gerwen to beat Luke Littler in the Premier League and to lift the Premier League crown at the O2 Arena. So those are my predictions. Luke Littler 10, Michael Smith 7, Luke Humphries 8, Michael Van Gerwen 10, and in the final I've gone Luke Littler 10, Michael Van Gerwen 11, and MVG picks up the Premier League crown. Let me know your predictions down below. I might go live for the darts tonight. I'm not too sure yet. We'll have to see what happens, but let me know your predictions down below, and should be an interesting night at the O2.